Look at all this loot! DJ, none for you! Welcome back, I am Captain Xavier, and I am a shameless fan of getting free stuff. And this is the latest shipment of stuff that Lightake.com has sent to me. And this is one of the really neat ones, the ones that I actually really enjoy, because this wasn't something I asked for. This was, they contacted me and said, hey, we have this new thing, would you like to review it? And I said, sure! And those are a lot of fun because they tend to send me things that I would have never asked for. This isn't a kit that I would have ever seen on their website and said, I need one of those in my life. But them offering to send it to me, it's like, well, absolutely, send it along. And those ones are fun, especially now that I've discovered that I can just give that stuff away if I don't actually want it, which is great for you guys, because then prizes, or I give it to my friends, or, you know, whatever. I do actually have plans for this, which now that this has arrived, I can do a review I've been meaning to do for a while, and it should be a lot of fun. So, this was one where they reached out to me and said, hey, we've got this thing, and so they said, let's take it open. I'm pretty sure I know what this kit is and what it's for, but I want to take a look. So, first thing we have is a stock. Interesting. And I believe what we have here is a really fancy 3D printed scope. The dials move, but I don't believe that. No, they don't do anything. They just spin, which is neat. And oh, neat. It doesn't magnify. I don't know if you can see that, but it actually does have lenses and a reticle. And it's a purplish color, which is really, really cool. And then it's Picatinny, and it's got bolts to hold it in place. So that is really, really fancy. Look at the size of that thing. So I think you can guess. Screwdriver down. You probably have some vague notion of what kind of a build this is for. Get all that in frame. Alright, let's see what else we have. We have yep, a big old fancy barrel shroud. Worker. Interesting. It's not spring-loaded, but they do have a nut here to lock it in with the front of Nerf barrels. We've got some top rail. Oh, for that. Okay, yep. And then side rails. I'm not entirely sure where the side rail goes. Looks like some of it goes on the bottom. Oh, and some of it goes on the front, so you get full top rail. Okay. And then last but not least, a big old fancy sniper-looking barrel. That is a long Nerf barrel. Alright, well, as you can see, this is clearly a sniper cosmetic kit. Alright, I need my screwdriver. Well, let's go ahead and put the rail on, because... Okay, well, that's the rail on the top and the bottom. The top rail, I assume, is for the scope. And the bottom rail is probably for something like this. To, you know, go with that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yes. And I need an Allen wrench. This kit did not come with the wrench, or at least if it did, I didn't see it. But previous ones have. I don't know what size it is. It's not marked. But it's a standard size. So the attachment points weren't lining up. And at first I thought it was a flaw in the design, but it turns out the attachment points here are actually separate pieces. They're screwed on, so they are adjustable. Alright, now we need something to put it on, and the blaster they have in the picture is a Retaliator. I'm going to use my Gear Up Recon because it's in my colors. Now, presumably we apparently need to replace the end cap, which is an odd design feature. And I'm hoping that it will actually work. It might not even work with this blaster, honestly. It will not! Oh! So it won't work with a Recon. The hole in the back of here is too small, which doesn't seem to be necessary, so I don't know why they designed it that way, but it won't work with a Recon. But it should work with a Retalicon, but my Retalicon has a pump grip kit on it, so we're just gonna have to deal with using a Recon, a Retaliator. I'm pretty sure I've got one around here somewhere. Alright, let's see if we can make it work with a Retaliator. Well, alright then, that makes for one absurdly long and very fancy looking blaster. Kinda disappointed that this isn't adjustable. I was expecting it to be adjustable, but it is pretty static. But that is pretty nifty. Very, very detailed. I like this foregrip on it. I might leave it on there. I don't know what exactly I'll do with this. A barrel this long, you would have to have a really powerful kit in here. I assume this kit works with the Prophecy, but I don't have a Prophecy, so I couldn't tell you for sure. But there are lots of upgraded kits you can get for the Retaliator. They're a very popular mod. Oh, where's that part? I'm gonna need that part for sure. Hang on. Will this work? It will! Alright. So the Retaliator, the bolt assembly that they sent me a while back that gives you a side prime bolt for top prime magazine blasters fits perfectly and works beautifully, so I would highly recommend that if you're getting this kit, since you can't really do a pump grip kit with it, and you know, bolt action sniper rifles are cool. So I will probably have to build myself a top-end Retaliator now just to go with this particular kit. Now, one thing I will say about this kit, as should be said about all worker kits, is that this is a very realistic-looking build. If you painted this black, there would be nothing from a distance to indicate that this wasn't real. And that is something you really need to be careful about. So it definitely should, you know, get some tape or paint on the barrel here on the tip to make it clear that it's a toy, or be painted in bright Nerf colors. There is nothing wrong with taking a really fancy cosmetic kit and painting it blue and white, or orange and black, or yellow and gray, whatever you want. 3D printed parts take spray paint like nobody's business. They love the painting because there's such a rough finish. There is so much surface area in all of those rigids. It just soaks spray paint up, and especially vinyl dye. It just, like a sponge. It's absolutely beautiful. So I highly recommend, if you're going to get a kit like this, to definitely paint it. I really like this kit. I think it came out really, really neat. That is a really long barrel, which is, of course, an inordinate amount of barrel drag. But if you did a sealed barrel, you could alleviate a fair amount of that by having a fairly long brassed barrel. You're still going to have some, but that's the price you pay for a really cool cosmetic kit, I suppose. Not sure about the structural integrity of this barrel. It is 3D printed this way, so I mean it could quite easily break off. I don't know if they've reinforced it with anything on the inside. It didn't look like it, but you definitely could. And once again, if you did a sealed barrel, like if you put this on something that you'd put a Drain Blast or a Titan in, or an XPZ in, like if you put one of those in here and built in a pump somewhere, then you could have this whole barrel brassed, and it would be incredibly powerful, and it would actually be a legitimate sniper rifle at that point, the kind of ranges you'd be getting. So yeah, this is a really cool cosmetic kit. I'm going to have fun with this. I'm definitely going to paint it up. I think I will go with a Retaliator, but paint it up in Gear Up colors rather than build another Gear Up Retalicon, just because I want to leave one of my Gear Up Recons stock just for reasons. And the other one already has been cosmetically upgraded and has a pump kit, and I really like that. So this one, I will probably just get my hands on the best Retaliator kit that I can get, and see what I can do about making this a viable blaster. Let me know if you guys know what the best Retaliator kit is, or the ones that you guys recommend. Go ahead and put that in the comments, and I'll take a look at them and try to decide which one I want to get, because I know there's a couple out there. So there you have it. This is a really pretty kit. I would probably reinforce this. I don't know how strong that's going to be, and possibly the barrel, and definitely paint it, because this thing is scary looking. But for now, I have plans for what I'm going to do with some of these parts for a build that I've been meaning to do for a while now to show off to you guys. So stay tuned for that. It should be a lot of fun. Thank you, Lightake, for sending me this. I'm looking forward to the next stuff that you're sending me. It ought to be really, really cool as well. If there's anything else you guys would like me to review, go ahead and put that kind of stuff down in the comments, and I will ask them if they are willing to send it to me. And thank you guys for watching.